High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience. The market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, North Windham, and Topsom. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. The place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Praise Auto Sales. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com. Dairy Queen Bangor. Get a DQ treat today at Dairy Queen on Broadway in Bangor. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 57 years. Eastern Maine Community College, start your future at emcc.edu. Bangor Savings Bank, since 1852. At Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Visit bangor.com. Dairy Queen Old Town. At DQ, happy tastes good. Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by UMaine Finish Strong, Hidden Meadows, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, The Fitch Company, UMaine Athletics, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Union Street Towing, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Bangor Floral, Hannaford and Bucksport, Novus Glass, Hartford's Auto Service, Old Town Redemption Center, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place and Polish, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Lloyd's Family Market, Quality Automotive, North Star Waste and Recycling, Crystal Clear Family Pet Center, The Farmer's Table, Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market, Coach House Restaurant, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Goslin's Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Twin City Tire, Harvey RV and Marine, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game. Hello everyone and welcome to Old Town. It is a hot, muggy Tuesday afternoon, but a perfect scene for some Class B softball, and we have a great one in store between the Old Town Coyotes and the Hermon Hawks. Welcome in to the Bangor Savings Bank pregame show on Ticket TV. Bangor Savings Bank has helped New Englanders achieve their goals since 1852. Because at Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Whether you're planning for today or building for tomorrow, they're here with a personalized service and a commitment to what matters most to you. Visit Bangor.com. I'm Mark Paulette as we welcome you into the Darlings broadcast booth. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for sales and service. You can shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. We are ready to get this game underway, starting a little early here, maybe trying to beat the weather between the Coyotes and the Hermon Hawks. So we will set the table as this one gets underway. Leading off the action for Hermon, bluffing a bunt, pulling it back, and taking strike one is Elena Walker, the third baseman. Pitching today for the Coyotes, you got Arabelle Milligan in the circle, number 5. Wearing that right arm band on the pitching elbow. She's got the 0-1 missing for ball one. These two teams, traditionally two of the strongest, and that is certainly the case again this season. You got Hermon entering action today, 7-1, third in Class B North, and the Old Town Coyotes 6-2. They're 6th in Class B North. Both teams right at the midway point of their schedule as Walker falls behind 1-2. After Walker, it'll be Kenzie Gallant, the second baseman, followed by Becca Balmus, the shortstop. If anyone reaches, Mikkel Verrill. Hawks pitcher gets up this inning and slapping it right back to Milligan in the circle. Walker maybe a little unlucky there, but great reaction from Arabelle Milligan to snag that for the first out of the game. Line out to one, and just like that, one down for Kenzie Gallant. Hermon's second baseman digging in for the first time. Got some numbers, some season stats for the Hawks that will pass along as this game gets going. Got those from Coach Stephanie Bieberstein this morning, so appreciate that. Gallant digging in with a .320 average for the season, swinging away there at the second pitch, popping it up, a step onto the outfield grass. That ball is squeezed for out number 2, and Milligan has quickly retired the first 2 Hawks. L1, a P6, 2 up, 2 down, and it brings up Becca Balmus, the shortstop. Balmus quite the fearsome hitter at the dish as well. .417, she's got 2 home runs and leads the Hawks with 11 RBI, but swings away the first pitch, pops it up to third, and just like that, a 1-2-3 first inning for Milligan on the mound. After half an inning, Hawks nothing, and the Coyotes coming up. You're watching high school softball on Ticket TV.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed. No. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
We are back here in Hermon, getting ready for the bottom of the first inning. See Mikkel Verrill out there on the bump, or in the circle here on the softball diamond, delivering our final warm-up pitch. Here's a look at the Class B North standings. You see Hermon entering play in third place with a record of 7-1. Old Town at 6-2 in sixth. Kind of a bunch top portion to those standings. A lot of good teams taking each other out in the early portions of the season. That peak of the standings presented by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. And for takeout, call 947-5000 and visit unos.com. Leading things off for the Old Town Coyotes, it's the second baseman, Lindsey Mockler. First pitch through for strike one. Mockler followed by Taylor Madden, the first baseman, Natalie Fournier, the shortstop, and if anyone reaches, Bree Trim, the Coyote backstop. That one pumped through for a second strike. Verrill quickly ahead, 0-2. That one misses upstairs for ball one. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you in part by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. You can see the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. 1-2 on its way to the Old Town leadoff hitter, a swing and a miss. And Verrill has her first K of the game. 1 up, 1 down for Taylor Madden. Coyote first baseman digging in here. Getting back to those Hermon stats. Verrill making her fourth start of the year, entering today with 14 innings pitched on the season. She's got a 2-0 record. As another strike is delivered through. 1.50 is the ERA and 37 strikeouts in those 14 innings pitched. So she is a punch-out pitcher, pouring in the strikes to get this one started. 0-1 catches the zone, and it's quickly 0-2. Lefty is dealing here to start. Just across the way in the background, you may be able to see the Old Town Coyotes getting ready to take on the Hermon Hawks in Class B baseball action. Also on Ticket TV, a swing and a miss. 2 3-pitch strikeouts to get this game underway for Verrill. Two down by way of the K, and it brings up the Old Town shortstop, Natalie Fournier. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by McDelivery through Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. This month, get a great deal like 2 sausage McMuffins with egg, 2 hot cakes, 4 hash browns, and 4 small hot coffees, all for just $19.99. The bundle deal is over 40% off for a limited time. Take advantage of your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. All strikes so far from the Hermon lefty. That one is popped up. Out of play behind the Hermon dugout, 0-2. Just taking a look at my director, Jay Baines. Are we a strike away from an immaculate inning? I didn't miss a ball in there. He nods yes, so Verrill checks the wristband. Let's see if she can start off this game with a bang. And it misses upstairs. I take full responsibility for that announcer's jinx. Apologies to Mikkel on the mound. One and 2 to Fournier. And that one catches the zone. So it's not an immaculate inning, but it is a 10-pitch strike out the side first inning to get this contest underway for Mikkel Verrill. A quick first, scoreless here in Old Town. Hawks coming to the dish to lead off the second when we return on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Black Bear fans, Maine football season tickets are on sale now. Get your tickets at goblackbears.com/tickets or by calling the ticket office at 581-BEAR. That's 581-2327.
Back here in Old Town, getting ready for the top of the second inning. Hawks coming to the dish after being retired 1-2-3 in the top of the first by Milligan. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor at herosportsgrill.com. Mikkel Verrill swinging at the first pitch and driving it out towards right center field, but ranging back to make the catch on the first pitch of the second inning. It is Julia Reinzo, out number 1. Like the Coyotes, the Hawks went down 1-2-3 in the first inning. They all made contact, putting the ball in play, but quick outs. And Milligan, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second. First pitch swinging and fouling back is Leah Walker, Hawks first baseman. MK Tracy, the Hermon catcher, on deck, and if anyone reaches here, Brielle Fair, the left fielder, will get a chance to swing. 0-1 on Walker. Milligan has the sign and fouls one up in our direction and taking a piece of siding with it. Jay, I was not helping you out there. I was ducking out of the way. I saw the spin on that ball. There was a chance it was tracking right at your eyeballs, but luckily the side of this building got in the way. 0-2 here on Walker. That one skips its way in.
Walker digging in with a .250 average, tied with Balmus for the team lead in home runs with 2. She also has 8 RBI. Power hitter coming out of the 5-hole for the Hawks. Here's the 1-2. And that one's fouled off towards Victory Field to our right. Nearly catching a piece of a Coyote track team member over there, just stretching out on the track as Walker hangs tough. These two teams very familiar with one another, both in the regular season and postseason. This is the second meeting here in the regular season. 1-2 on its way. That one put into play high in the air, popped up on the infield, ranging in from third base to make the catch is Carroll for out number 2 here in the second. As I was mentioning, second meeting of the season for these two teams. For Hermon, it was the opener, a 3-2 win against the Coyotes in Hermon. For the Hawks, it was their third game of the season, first loss after they opened up against Presque Isle with a sweep on opening day back in April. Swinging and missing at the first pitch is Tracy. 5 up, 5 down, retired so far by Milligan. Tracy out in front of that one and behind, 0-2. Maddie Tracy hitting .158 for the season with an RBI. Backs up and watches that one inside. Not many deep counts so far that Milligan's had to deal with. Here's the 1-2 and a swing and a miss. She's got her first strikeout of the game to end the top of the second after 1.5. Scoreless here in Old Town on Ticket TV.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
2025 was an outstanding year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it happened because of you. We appreciate everyone who trusted us to help you buy or sell your next home. Here's to an even bigger 2026. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here in Old Town on Ticket TV, our coverage brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. During their Spring into Savings event, you can brighten every room with lamps, rugs, and wall art from the Furniture Gallery. Shop local, save money, love your home this spring at the Furniture Gallery with locations in Augusta, Bangor, North Windham, and Topsom. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by Northeast Driving School. They have been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Visit northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Coyotes coming to the dish here in the second inning. All three went down by way of the K on 10 total pitches from Mikkel Verrill in that first inning. Mentioned that coming into the ball game, she had 37 strikeouts in 14 innings pitched on the season. So now 40 in 15. Pretty good clip for the Hermon lefty, and she blows the first pitch past the Coyote backstop, Bree Trim. Trim, followed by Arabelle Milligan and Julia Reinzo here in this bottom of the second inning for Old Town. If anyone reaches Kylie Carroll, the third baseman. A wave and a miss. A couple of fastballs. Verrill ahead of Trim, 0-2. 3 strikeouts on 10 pitches in that first inning. Looking to go 4 for 4 to begin this ball game. Into the windup is Verrill. And a wave and a miss. 3 swinging Ks, 1 looking. 4 for 4 so far for the Hermon lefty. We'll see if Arabelle Milligan, her counterpart, can crack the code. Milligan has sat down the first 6 Hawks she has faced, just 1 strikeout. First pitch pumped through for strike 1. Mentioned these teams and their familiarity. We had the earlier season meeting, 3-2, taken by the Hawks and Hermon. Of course, they also met in last year's North Final. Hermon won that game 6-4 before going on and eventually losing that state final 1-0 against Madomic Valley, wrapping up a 17-win season for the Hawks last year. Hermon also had 17 wins in 24 and 22. As that one dips low for ball one. This Coyote team, I was going back through the record book today, taking a peek, and over the last 10 years, according to the MPA website during the regular season, Old Town 130-36. That's a 783 win percentage. They've had double-digit wins in every campaign since 2012. A couple of state titles along the way during that time as well. Actually, I guess you could say a few if we're going back to 2012. Three and one here on Milligan, so she's got the first hitters count to work with for the Coyotes. And that one is through, and it runs the count full. Milligan making Verrill work. She'll see at least 6 pitches in this at-bat. 3-2. Misses outside. We got our game's first base runner, and it is Arabelle Milligan making it down to first base on a 6-pitch walk. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning for Julia Reinzo, the Coyote right fielder. Here, Coach Milligan barking out some calls. Coach Bieberstein in the opposing dugout countering. Today's ball game brought to you in part by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise on Outer Broadway has you covered with guaranteed lowest prices every day. No waiting for a sale, and over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. Also brought to you by Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at PowerOfHardWork.com. Speaking of power, another fastball pumped in. 0-2 the count on Reinzo. Verrill in search of her 5th punch-out already. And she has got it. I believe there's some confusion at the dish, but that should be strike 3, and in fact, it is. Going around on the check swing is Reinzo. She didn't want to vacate the box, but the ump telling Coach Milligan down there at third base, 3 strikes. That equals an out. So now runner on first, 2 down, and brings up Kylia Carroll, the third baseman for the Coyotes. Number 7 hitter in their lineup. Nobody's touching Verrill so far. The only base runner via a walk, and she is ahead 0-2. Looking to strike out the side for a 2nd consecutive inning to get this game underway. The 0-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch up by her eyes. Verrill punches out the side again. And after 2 full here in Old Town, no score on Ticket TV.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
Back here at Old Town, getting ready for the top of the 3rd inning. Scoreless so far on Ticket TV. We're going to show you the upcoming schedules, recent results for the Hawks and the Coyotes here in just a second. Ticket TV coverage presented in part by Eastern Maine Community College at EMCC. Every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Here's a look at the upcoming schedule. Recent results for the Hawks. You see them coming in with a couple of victories over Bangor and Brewer out of Class A. They host Nokomis on Friday, and followed by a game against Foxcroft on Saturday. And here's what things look like coming up for the Coyotes. First, I'll tell you about Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. You can renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Old Town riding into today's action on the heels of a couple of big offensive showings. Wins over Foxcroft 10-0 and 17-5. They're at MDI on Wednesday, followed by a game right here against John Baptist on Saturday. First pitch swinging and lining it into left center field. We have our first hit of the game. Holding up at first base with the leadoff single here in the third inning is Brielle Fair. Brie Fair setting the table for the Hawks here to begin the third. First base runner to reach for Hermon. So both sides getting a base runner in the last couple of frames. Vivian Morin now digging in, the center fielder. Milligan toes the rubber. Morin shows bunch. He drops it down, but foul. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you in part by Dairy Queen Bangor. With new DQ breakfast collections, you can enjoy a Cinnamon Toast Crunch dipped cone, Fruity Pebble shake, or Choco Frosted Donut Blizzard treat, whether it's breakfast time or not. Visit 668 Broadway in Bangor. DQ. Happy tastes good. Nothing and one showing bunt again, pulling it back. That ball skips to the backstop and taken off for second base. Goes Fair. She'll reach it standing. Down to second on the wild pitch. Speaking of Dairy Queen, right down the road from us here in Old Town, the DQ $7 chicken strip meal deal has it all. 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and a DQ sundae, all for just $7. Find it at 613 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Swinging and popping it up into shallow center field. Ranging back is the second baseman to make the grab. Mockler able to get back there for the first out of the inning and keeping the runner at second base. One on, one out for Hannah Waning, the right fielder for the Hawks. Popped up. Will this stay in the field of play? Off of third base, going over to make the play. Foul territory is Carroll. And there's now two down here in the third. Quick moving game. You got two pitchers that fill up the strike zone and force some pretty weak contact. Coach Bieberstein wanted to talk things over here with her number 9 hitter in the lineup. We got Elena Walker now as the lineup's flipped over to the leadoff hitter. Elena was robbed back in the first inning, lined out right back to the pitcher. Milligan kind of threw up her glove in self-defense. Was able to make the catch. Runner in scoring position now with two down here in the third. And slapping it to short. No play there, but they got the runner off of second. The throw goes into the outfield, into right center. Getting up and advancing down to third. Goes Fair, diving headlong into second is Walker. And now the Hawks, they've got a little bit of a threat going here in the third inning. Old Town had a chance at that third out. It was fielded in the shortstop hole by Fournier. She had Fair off the bag, but a low throw back to second. E6, and now 2 in scoring position with 2 down. First pitch misses upstairs to Kenzie Gallant. Kenzie popped out to short her first time up. Second and third, 2 down here in the top of the third inning. Milligan trying to get out of a jam, and she catches the corner there to even the count at 1-1. 1-1 to the Hermon second baseman. Fouled back. Milligan ahead, 1-2. Next Home Experience is the market leader. Get loot and get sold with Next Home Experience. And our Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by Maine Finish Strong, 60+. Flexible online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply now, umaine.edu/online. 2-2 the count on the number 2 hitter here for Hermon. 2 on, 2 out in the third. That's ripped off of the pitcher to second base. Fielded there. Throw over to first. And they get the out. 1-4-3. 1-4-3 off the deflection, I guess. One getting a piece of it. And it's the third out of the inning for the Coyotes defensively. They get out of the jam, and we head to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless here in Old Town.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Back here in Old Town on Ticket TV, our coverage brought to you in part by Union Street Towing. Serving the greater Bangor area for over 40 years with towing, flatbed recovery, lockouts, and jump starts, fully licensed and insured. Call 942-4200. Also brought to you by Hidden Meadows. Golf season is here. Hidden Meadows Golf Course is open just 10 minutes north of Bangor. Enjoy a beautiful 9-hole course, a driving range, and a fully stocked pro shop. Plan your round today at hiddenmeadowsgolf.com. And finally, by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blind, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings at 105 Main Street in Bangor. Bottom of the third, and leading things off for the Coyotes, number 8 hitter in the lineup, the left fielder, Elise Sapiel. She swings and misses at the first offering. Sapiel followed by Molly Albert before the lineup flips over. Fouled off, and Verrill ahead, 0-2. 6 strikeouts through the first 2 frames for the Hermon pitcher. Just 1 base runner. That came via walk last inning. And breeze feels good on a humid day here in Old Town. Check swing and a pitch upstairs. Sapiel covering her face as she goes back to the dugout. She is strikeout victim number 7 so far for Verrill. One down here in the third. Number 9 hitter in the lineup for the Coyotes. It's the center fielder, Molly Albert. Albert rips that one to second base. Squeezed right there for the second out of the inning. Kenzie Gallant able to make the grab, and there's 2 quick outs here in the Coyote third. It's the first out recorded that wasn't by way of the K so far in this one. For Hermon, back to the top of the order, Lindsay Moncler, the second baseman. Going after the first pitch, flying it out to left center field. That'll get down for a hit. Gets by the left fielder, trying for second. As Moncler throw in, it beat her, but the tag, they say she slid underneath it. A 2-out double for the Coyote leadoff hitter. And with 2 down, Old Town's got a runner in scoring position. Good hustle there by Moncler to get into second base just ahead of the tag. And it extends the inning to Taylor Madden. First hit of the game for the Coyotes. Just our second total. Runner on second, 2 down now for Madden. She struck out swinging back in the first. Watches that pitch dip down and away for ball 1. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union. They are now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, bringing local service backed by more than 60 years of serving Maine. Branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Visit acadiafcu.org. Showing bunt here, now pulling it back and watching it through for a strike is Madden. Our coverage also brought to you by Hannaford and Bucksport. They support local student athletes. They're proud to cheer on their community teams and help make the season a success. Hannaford proud to be part of the community. 1-1 the count. Now it's 1-2 after a wave and a miss by Madden. Verrill trying to get this game scoreless to the 4th. Madden trying to plate the game's first run. 1-2 with 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Verrill looking for her 8th punch out. It's popped up on the infield, but right there to make the play is Gallant. Coyotes leave a base runner and through 3 here in Old Town. No score on Ticket TV.
Darling's in Bangor is hiring experienced Ford technicians. We've solved the 2 biggest challenges in the industry: warranty time and flat rate. At Darling's, you'll have guaranteed hours, retail time for warranty, and unlimited earning potential. We offer up to $40 an hour plus incentives, generous PTO, full benefits, and a climate-controlled shop. Apply today at darlings.com. You'll do better at Darling's.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here in Old Town on Ticket TV, our coverage brought to you by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years, featuring luxury recliners and upgraded food menu. Find show times and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Also brought to you by Hartford's Auto Service, complete auto repair for all makes and models, over 30 years of experience, 62 Liberty Drive in Hermon. Call 207-989-6322. Meeting behind the circle there for the Coyotes, and we are ready to get this top of the 4th inning underway. Leading things off is the tall shortstop for the Hawks, Becca Balmas. A fearsome hitter who entered action today, batting over 400. Now 10 for 25 officially on the season. 2 home runs, 11 RBI. My basic math skills are correct. She is still at 400, even after a first inning pop out to third base at 10 for 25 on the season. That one grounded to shortstop softly, bobbled there, and Balmas is going to be in at first base, digging it down the line, maybe forcing the Coyote shortstop Fournier to rush a little bit, but Balmas on with an E6 to start off the 4th inning. Base runners in consecutive innings for the Hawks. There hasn't been a lot of action on the base path so far today, so got to take baby steps. And Mikkel Verrill now digging in, trying to help her own cause. Verrill flew out to right center in the bottom of the top of the 2nd inning, leading off the top of the 2nd. Put a charge into the ball. Really one of the harder hit balls off of Milligan so far today. First pitch floats down and away for ball 1 to Verrill. Give you Verrill's numbers on the mound earlier, as impressive as they are at the dish, even more so. Even with a first inning flyout, 18 for 31 on the season as that one's popped up to short, caught by Fournier. Now 18 for 32 is Verrill. One on, one out here in the top of the 4th inning for Leah Walker. Walker checking that wristband before digging in. She also popped out to third her first time up. Walker showing bunt. She pulls it back, taking off for second base is Balmas. Throw down. She dives in and is out. Balmas can't believe it. She thought She dove in underneath the tag. Coach Bieberstein at third base holding her arms up. Then a couple of close plays at second base. One going the way of the Hawks, one going against them right there as Balmus retired on the attempted steal, and there is now 2 down. Fouled off at the dish by Walker. And she is now down here with 2 out in the inning. Hermon still a little perturbed by that call at second base as that pitch is delivered upstairs for a ball. Milligan trying to get out of the 4th inning right here. Nobody on, 2 down, and that pitch fouled in our direction. It's going to catch some pavement and hop off the backside of the grandstands here at Victory Field. Walker hanging alive at the dish. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor. They have boba snacks, ramen, Jamaican patties, plus boba energy drinks exclusively at their location in Brewer on Wilson Street. Fouled off again. Walker getting a piece to hang around. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by North Star Waste and Recycling. Remodeling or tackling a big project? North Star Waste and Recycling in Brewer has you covered with roll-offs for homes, businesses, as that one's driven out to deep left field. It'll one-hop the wall, heading for second base. She will get there easily with a 2-out double, Leah Walker. And now that just illustrates how big that caught stealing was at second base by Balmus. She would have scored the game's first run right there, if not taken off the base path. Finished telling you about North Star Waste and Recycling quickly. For front loads for businesses, call 989-4000. Visit them at 198 Dirigo Drive. North Star Waste and Recycling, dependable on time, every time. Walker puts a charge into it, standing on second base with 2 down. Let's see if Maddie Tracy can pick her up. Two hits now for the Hawks. Walker with a double, Fair with a single. Lindsay Mockler, the Coyotes, with their only hit, a double. That catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Bieberstein making a long walk over to her batter here, who calls time, down 0-2. You can give Novus Auto Glass a call today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. And Lloyd's Family Market right here in Old Town on Gilman Falls Avenue. Find fresh sandwiches, pizza, or Chester's Chicken. Don't forget homemade whoopie pies, cold drinks, snacks, gas, and delivery available on DoorDash and Grubhub. Here's the 0-2. Fouled back. Is there a play to be made? It looks so, and it's squeezed for the 3rd out of the inning. Hawks strand a runner in scoring position and through 3.5, scoreless in Old Town on Ticket TV.
For the past 10 years, Next Home Experience has grown because of you. Every buyer, seller, and referral helped build who we are today, and your milestones became our memories. The future is even bigger. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Old Town High School on Ticket TV. Scoreless as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Coyotes coming to the plate. Mikkel Verrill has been a strikeout machine so far for the Hermon Hawks. Ticket TV coverage brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant in Brewer for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experience-friendly staff. It's the Coach House. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer. Online at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. We're also brought to you by Maine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, call the ticket office, 581-BEAR. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets. Here's a look at our upcoming live events this week on 92.9 The Ticket. You got Red Sox and Royals baseball tonight. Sox taking game 1 last night. Busy action tomorrow afternoon of baseball on The Ticket. America East, the 3-6 matchup, the single elimination portion, trying to get into the double elimination part of the tournament as Maine takes on Albany, followed by Red Sox and Royals series finale from Kauffman Stadium in KC. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Coyotes, it's the shortstop Natalie Fournier. She went down looking in the 1st inning. One of 7 strikeout victims so far for through the first 3 innings for Mikkel Verrill. Into the windup with the 1-0. And down and away for ball 2. Verrill threw 3 innings to go along with the 7 strikeouts. Has only allowed 2 base runners. She gave up a 2-out double to Mockler in the 3rd. And it was a 1-out walk issued to her counterpart, Arabelle Milligan, back in the 2nd. The only other base runner allowed by Verrill. She gets a strike here to get on the board. 2-1 the count on Fournier, the leadoff batter here for the Coyotes. Verrill into the windup. Here's the delivery. Painting there, catching the corner. Late strike call to even the count at 2-2. Verrill checks the wristband, makes the short walk back to the rubber. Leans in and delivers. That skips low and the count runs full, 3-2. Just the second 3-ball count that Verrill's faced this afternoon. Knock on wood, but as of now, the rain has held off here in Old Town. There have been some ominous skies and clouds all around us, but other than a few pregame sprinkles, nothing during the action, as Fournier works a 6-pitch walk to get the 4th inning underway. Just the 3rd Coyote base runner here to start off the 4th inning, and it will bring up the Old Town catcher, Bree Trim. Bree struck out swinging to lead off the 2nd inning for Old Town. Taken off at first base, throw down to 2nd, and sliding in, taking out the bag with her is Fournier. She swipes 2nd and gets into scoring position with nobody out. Gonna need a little grounds crew work here from Coach John Milligan as he jogs out to try to get that 2nd base bag lodged back in the ground. Coach Bieberstein out to have a chat here after that last call. I think she's still a little upset about the called out on Balmus on her attempted steal. Or maybe she was saying that Fournier might have left a little early at first base. She was pointing back the bag in that direction. Either way, Fournier awarded 2nd. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 0-1 the count on the Coyote backstop, Bree Trim. Now a bunt can move the runner over to 3rd, but swinging away and swinging through it for strike number 2. Well, that certainly makes the bunt all the more difficult. Now down in the count, 0-2. Just trying to move this one to the right side of the field. Verrill looking for punch out number 8. Trying to get Trim for the 2nd time tonight. And she does just that. Back to Old Reliable with the fastball there. Strikeout number 8. 7 of them swinging. 1 on, 1 out now for Arabelle Milligan. As of now, the only Old Town hitter that is yet to be retired in the game. That's because she drew a walk back in the 2nd inning. Before getting stranded on base, taken off for 3rd is Fournier. A delay in the throw down there, then it's thrown into left field. Fournier comes home, and the Coyotes have the game's first run. forcing the action with speed. Fournier swiped second. She swiped third. The throw into left field. And just like that, Old Town on top, 1-0. Remember those couple of stolen bases because it does not seem as though there will be many runs scored in this contest. There were only 5 total runs the first time these two teams met. And now we got a meeting just behind the circle here by the Hawks defensively, maybe just trying to make sure that emotions are in the right place. I want to lock it back in, settle things down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Milligans having a conversation by the third base coach's box before Arabelle jogs back down and digs in on the right side. I believe the count is 1-0, not on the scoreboard, but trying to pick off the hand signals of the home plate ump. Here's the delivery from Verrill, and that one misses. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Goslin's Bakery at 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. They're open 7 days a week. Grab a breakfast sandwich or one of their legendary donuts or pastries made since 1945. Also check out their location in Brewer next to Hannaford. Milligan ahead in the count here as she watches ball 3 pass. 3-0 the count. Milligan trying to reach for the second time tonight. Should be the first batter in the game to do so as that one catches the top part of the zone for a strike. Coverage also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor, online at BennettAutoCenter.com. 3-1 now on Milligan. Tried to duck underneath it, but it catches the zone to run the count full. Verrill battling back after falling behind 3-0. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Old Town breaking through for the lead as that one just misses upstairs. Milligan reaches for the second time today with a walk. Walk in the second, another free pass here in the 4th, and it's another Coyote base runner in the inning for Julia Reinzo. Reinzo, the right fielder, went down swinging her first time up. Down and away, Verrill losing the strike zone all of a sudden a little bit here in the 4th inning. Across the way, it looks like the Coyotes and Eagles baseball game also making its way to the 4th inning. Ellsworth in front of that one, Hermon in front of that one, 3-0. Pitch in there for a strike from Verrill. We had Hermon last Friday on Ticket TV at Mansfield Stadium in Bangor, defeating the Rams, picking up a point-worthy victory over the Class A team. That one fouled off near the edge of the Hawk dugout, spooking a player sitting down there on a bucket at the end. Hanging tough is Reinzo. Count at 1-2. Here it is. And upstairs to even the count at 2-2. Two and two to the Coyote right fielder. It's a ball. Throw down to first base. Pops away, but Milligan's going to stay right there on the bag. Reinzo has worked the count full after falling behind. Second straight full count here that Verrill's had to deal with in the 4th inning. Payoff pitch, a swing and a miss. And Verrill's got her 8th strikeout of the game. Second out here in the 4th, and it's going to bring up the third baseman, Kalia Carroll. She went down swinging back in the 2nd. 2 out with a runner on first base. Old Town able to break the scoreless deadlock earlier this inning. Natalie Fournier drew a walk. She stole second, she stole third, and then on the attempted steal of third, the throw went into left field. There's a throw down to second, and they're going to get Milligan by a pretty comfortable margin. Ballman slaps the tag down. That's how the Hawks get out of the bottom of the fourth. But Old Town on the board and through 4. Coyotes 1, Hawks nothing on Ticket TV.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
Back here in Old Town on Ticket TV, our coverage brought to you in part by the Fitch Company, electrical and control systems engineers, technicians, designers, and drafters ready to tackle complex projects. Visit fitchcompany.com. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. You see the game also happening across the way. Hawks and Coyotes baseball right now. You can catch that game at 929theticket.com on Thursday. We will be over at... where will we be there? We'll be at the Winkin Complex at Husson because John Bapps will be hosting the Ellsworth Eagles at 4:30. Then on Friday, got a softball game coming up from Coffin Field in Brewer where the Witches host the Edward Little Red Eddies. Then to start off next week on Tuesday, it'll be Brewer softball against Messalonski. Look at the upcoming schedule brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or watching, softball can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Maine Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. We have a new pitcher into the ball game here for the Coyotes. Milligan out of the game. And let's see. Well, I'm going to need my roster sheet, which is around somewhere here. Haley Soroy now into the game, number 3, pitching for the Coyotes. Wasn't on the initial lineup card, but got her now. And she's got the count at 1-1. It's Bree Fair leading off here in the top of the 5th inning for the Hawks. She singled, got to third base in the 3rd before getting stranded there. Only hit of the day so far for Hermon. Here's the 1-2, and it misses for ball 2. Soroy with the 2-2. Just getting a piece of it to stay alive is Fair. Left fielder fouling the ball straight back. Maybe able to hear the Hawks barking at their hitter at the dish. Here comes another 2-2. And it's down and in to run the count full. So Arabelle Milligan goes the first 4 on the mound. That one is slapped foul. Milligan just the 1 strikeout, but most importantly, 4 shutout innings. Payoff pitch, misses high and away, and the Hawks get a leadoff base runner on to begin the 5th inning. So Coach Bieberstein coming to the dish here. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter potentially for the center fielder, Vivian Morin. We will indeed. And also getting a new runner over at first base for the Hawks. So a couple of changes here to try to bring to you. Looks like Kyla McCannell, sophomore outfielder, will be the runner over at first base for Fair. And at the dish, it's going to be Anna Knights, a freshman, outfielder, second baseman, also a backup catcher. So Knights pinch hitting for Morin. First pitch misses, a look down at first, but nothing going on there. Hermon making some changes as they try to manufacture a run and tie this game up here in the fifth. Infield drawn in at third, bunt put down, it's fielded in fair territory, long throw over to first, it skips in, and everybody's going to be safe. Good bunt drop by Knight, she is safe at first on that sac bunt attempt. Down to second goes McCannell, the pinch runner. 2 on, nobody out here. Bieberstein calls time to give out some calls before Hannah Waning, the right fielder and number 9 hitter for Hermon, digs in. Popped out to third, her first time out, pushes a bunt to third, bobbled around there, and the bases are loaded to begin the fifth for Hermon. A walk, a sac bunt that the out was not recorded on, and now an E5. Now that's how the bases are loaded. And the Hawks turning their lineup over to the leadoff hitter, Elena Walker. Third baseman 0 for 2 today. She lined out to the pitcher in the first. Actually reached on an error in the third, an E6, before being stranded at second base. Huge opportunity here for Hermon. Bases loaded, nobody out in the fifth. First pitch through for a strike from Soroy. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered since 1927. Find them at 514 Colbrook Road in Hermon or BangorTireCompany.com. Also brought to you by The Growing Place and Polish, helping families grow for less while polishing your home for a fraction of retail costs. Check them first, check them often. 1221 Broadway in Bangor, 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. 1-2, the count on the Hermon leadoff hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top 5 is the situation. Tying run at third. Go-ahead run in scoring position. 1-2, and it's fouled off again. Again with a 1-2. Off speed pitch, staying behind it, putting it on the ground to second. Only plays to first, it's thrown away. Another runner's going to try to score. Coming around is Knights. She slides in safely. The runners advance to second and third. Hermon gets 2 out of it. Still nobody out in the inning. The Hawks have the lead, and they keep it rolling. McCannell and Knights come in to score. Waning down to third. Walker now standing on second base as she reaches on an error for the second time in as many at-bats. Hermon has a threat cooking here in the fifth. Gallant watches the first pitch miss for ball 1. 0 for 2 so far this afternoon. A pop out to short and a ground out to second. Coach Bieberstein with the calls from third base. Gallant checks the wristband, shows bunt. Pops it up behind home plate. Is there a play to be made? Yes, there is. It's a big out number 1 here in the fifth inning. We'll bring up Becca Balmus. Becca 0 for 2 today. Reached on an error her last time up, but then was caught stealing at second base. Here's the first pitch from Soroy. It's too tall to the tall Hermon shortstop. Our coverage brought to you by the Farmer's Table. For homestyle cooking just like Mom makes, visit the Farmer's Table, 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. 1-0, swung on and missed down around the ankles that time. Action coming to life here in the middle innings of this one after 3 quick scoreless frames. Coyotes took the lead in the bottom of the 4th. Hermon rallying for the lead here in the top of the 5th. One and 2 the count on Balmus, and she fouls it straight back. This game just over an hour old. We started right around 4:20. Baseball game across the way. Looks like it's in the 4th inning as Balmus goes down swinging, chasing a pitch upstairs. And Soroy has battled back to get 2 big outs after the Hawks pushed those 2 runners across. 2 on, now 2 out for Mikkel Verrill, trying to plate a couple of more and widen that gap for herself. A big swing and a miss at the first pitch. Verrill is popped out twice, once to right, once to short. That one backs her up a little bit, and the count evens at 1-1. Five total runs the first time these teams played, only 3 on the board, but Hermon trying to scratch across a couple of more. A swing and a miss there, and Soroy a strike away from getting out of the inning and limiting the damage to 2. Hermon had the bases loaded, nobody out. They plated 2. Here's the 1-2, and it swung on and missed. So Old Town does limit the damage, but Hermon grabs the lead in the top of the 5th inning. After 4.5 in Old Town, Hawks 2, Coyotes 1 on Ticket TV.
From school drop-off to holiday road trips, your family deserves to feel safe, no matter the conditions. And at Twin City Tire & Service in Brewer, they'll help you find the best all-weather tires for your vehicle and any commute. With the best selection of all-weather tires in the Bangor area, Twin City Tire also offers the lowest prices on new tires, guaranteed. Save on new tires now, or get ahead and schedule your winter tire swap today at Twin City Tire & Service, proud sponsor of the Maine Black Bears, 609 Wilson Street, Brewer.
You deserve a clean car.
I've only got 5 reads, so.
Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Welcome back to Old Town. Home team Coyotes now trailing 2-1 as we turn to the bottom of the 5th inning on Ticket TV. Let's show you a look at the school profile, starting off with the visiting Hawks from Hermon High School. Enrollment of 567. Rick Sinclair, the athletic director. Brian Walsh, the principal. And did you know that in the early 20th century, Hermon was home to a cheese factory that produced 3 tons of cheese daily, highlighting the town's agricultural and industrial heritage? Did not know that. Rolling right into the Old Town school profile. Enrollment of 546. Jeremy Bousquet, the AD. Scott Gorin, the principal. Did you know that Leonard's Mill in Bradley, served by Old Town High School, has Maine's only working water-powered sawmill and a historic steam log, what's that last word, hauler? There was a bit of a glare on the screen for me. The things you learn every game here on Ticket TV. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Verrill, the lefty, out there dealing for the Hawks. A little bit of a discussion going on between Coach Milligan and his leadoff batter here in the 5th inning, Kalia Carroll. Carroll leading things off. Verrill has been in control for much of this one. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the 4th inning. But other than that, let's see, she is up to 9 strikeouts in the contest. It's 6 through the first 2 innings. Count here on 1-1 to Carroll, leading off in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1, a wave and a miss. Verrill strike away from a 10th punch out of the contest. Entered today's action with 37 strikeouts and 14 innings pitched. She's been active in that department today, though that pitch misses to even the count at 2-2. Two and two to the Coyote leadoff hitter here in the 5th, and it is swung on and missed. Carroll goes down swinging for the 2nd time today. She is the 10th total strikeout victim for Verrill, and there's one down here for the Coyotes. Elise Sapio, the left fielder, she went down swinging in the 3rd inning as the sun comes out here in Old Town. First time in a while it has been behind the clouds for much of the afternoon, but the infield now splashed in sun. Sapio swinging and missing at the first pitch for strike one. Coverage of Ticket TV brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. Family owned for 30 years, open Monday through Saturday with monthly $100 giveaways. Find them at 13 Chester Street right here in Old Town. Call 827-7887. A wave and a miss. Sapio behind 0-2. Coyotes have had the offense cooking all year long, but especially in their recent games, averaging 9 runs per contest, but have not had the opportunity to get anything like that started today. One and two. And that one misses to even the count. Two and two the count. One down here in the 5th inning as that one's fouled off. 2-1 our score. Hermon leading Old Town. Once again with the 2-2, that's slapped down the left field line. That's going to duck in fair for a 1-out single. And the Coyotes have the potential tying run on base. Elise Sapio, number 8 hitter in the lineup. Able to get just the 2nd hit of the game for the Coyotes. It's only their 5th total base runner tonight. Molly Albert, the right fielder, getting ready to dig in. She lined out to second base back in the 3rd inning. First pitch misses for a ball. Getting real bright now in Old Town. Showing bunt, popping it up, dropping it down. It gets by. Was that touched in fair territory? No, it was not. So the Hawks catch a bit of a break there by the fact that that ball was not touched on the attempted dive before it popped into foul territory. One and one, a runner on first base, 1 out, bottom 5. Old Town trailing by a run. That pitch foul back. Albert, at the very least, trying to get that runner into scoring position. Again with a 1-2 from Verrill and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for the Hermon starter. 11 now in the ball game. 2 down in the Old Town lineup. Flipping over to the leadoff hitter, Lindsey Mockler. Mockler slashed a doubler last time up in the 3rd inning. The only extra base hit of the game for her team. At the time, it was the Coyotes' first hit and only their 2nd base runner. Mockler ahead in the count here, 2-0. Hermon trying to see this 1-run lead to the 6th inning. Verrill has been pitching like someone who only needs 1 run of support to work with. Two and 1 the count on the Coyote leadoff hitter. And that evens the count at 2-2. Mockler didn't look to like the call. Two from Verrill. Swing and a miss, and the Hawks will take that 1-run lead to the 6th inning. Another punch out for Verrill. She has a dozen for the game. Hermon leads it 2-1 as we head to the 6th on Ticket TV.
You ever wish you could rewind everything and press play one more time? Back to when connections meant something, when we played to just play, and adventures started with nowhere to be and all day to get there. Somewhere along the way, we got stuck in fast forward. We forgot to hit pause and see that the open road to everything we miss is actually right in front of us. Find your open road with Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
2025 was an outstanding year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it happened because of you. We appreciate everyone who trusted us to help you buy or sell your next home. Here's to an even bigger 2026. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here in Old Town on Ticket TV, Hawks coming to the dish to lead off the 6th inning with a lead of 2-1. Coverage brought to you by Crystal Clear Family Pet Center. Watching high school sports on Ticket TV this spring. Don't forget your pets. Visit Crystal Clear Family Pet Center, 33 High Street in Ellsworth. Locally owned with expert care for your feathered, finned, or four-legged friends. Find them on Facebook. Leah Walker beginning things for the Hawks. Here in the top of the 6th, excuse me. She is 1 for 2 with a double. Only extra base hit of the game for Hermon, coming in the 4th inning. And she fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 popped up on the infield. Over at second to make the catch rather casually. Tracking it all the way is Mockler for the first out of the inning. The P4 brings us to Maddie Tracy. Tracy 0 for 2 in the game. She struck out in the 2nd, popped out to the catcher in the 4th. Actually, are we going to have a pinch hitter here? Yes, we are. Pinch hitting for the Hermon Hawks. It's going to be Julia Meter. Senior outfielder, 3rd baseman, getting an at-bat. So Meter for Tracy here in the 6th. Meter this season 2 for 4 at the dish, 500 the average. One of those hits a double. She's got an RBI. Couple of runs scored as well. And she's got a free trip down to first base. Plunked right there with one down in the inning. And a pinch runner coming to the game, 4-meter. Can't quite make out who that runner is at first base. Once we can, we'll let you know. 1 on, 1 out. Top 6, Hermon leading 2-1. That pitch misses upstairs. Throw down to first, a dive back in. Just getting in is that pinch runner. That's Maddie Tracy, just coming back into the ball game in her spot. Re-entering the Hermon catcher. Fair, the left fielder swings through that pitch to even the count at 1-1. Fair drew a walker last time up. She then gave way to a pinch runner, McCannell, who came around and scored the game's first run as that ball misses upstairs. Fair at the dish today. Has not been retired. Singled in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. She is the only hitter today who can say that either way. And she's ahead in the count here, 3-1. Soroy leans into the windup. Here's the 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. So with 1 out here in the 6th, hit by a pitch, followed by a walk. 2 on for the Hawks. It's going to be Vivian Morin, center fielder, back into the game after giving way to a pinch runner, Knights. Knights also came around to score in that 5th inning. Here's the 0-1, put on the ground to 3rd, and it's bobbled there, bobbled by the shortstop, and everybody's going to be safe. I think the Coyotes were thinking about fielding that ball and then tagging the bag at 3rd, but Carroll boxed it around. Fournier unable to scoop it cleanly behind her, and the base is loaded, 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Danger time for the Coyotes, big opportunity for the Hawks. Meeting behind the hill here. Hawk girls in the Hermon dugout, belting out the Jeopardy theme, trying to get into the heads of the Coyotes. Hannah Waning at the dish. 0 for 2 today. She did reach on an error her last time up. Made it to 3rd base before getting stranded there. We've got the Coyotes for 4 errors defensively. They've committed 1 in 4 of the 6th innings so far. That's fouled out of play. Quickly ahead here is Soroy, 0-2 on the number 9 hitter in the Hawk lineup. Here's the delivery, the 0-2, down and away. One and 2 to the number 9 hitter. And it's upstairs to even the count. Two. Slap to 3rd, again booted, picked up, flipped back to 3rd, and they get the force out. So a nice job there by Carroll after initially booting the ball to turn around and flip it over to Fournier. Heads up play to come over and cover the bag, but Hermon plates another run. They extend their lead now to 3-1 as coming home to score was Tracy. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. And it's the Hermon leadoff hitter, Elena Walker. She punches it to 3rd, fielded right there, and stepping on the bag for the final out of the inning is Carroll. Hermon with a bunch of base runners. They leave 2, but they pick up 1, and through 5.5, they lead this game 3-1.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
For the past 10 years, Next Home Experience has grown because of you.
What was that?
Every buyer, seller, and referral helped build who we are today. And your milestones became our memories. The future is even bigger. Get moved and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back in Old Town as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on Ticket TV. Don't forget about our local shows. The Morning Roast with you every morning, weekdays 6 to 8 a.m. The Drive. We got a little bit of a jumbled schedule here in the springtime with games happening and people in multiple places. As for the rest of this week, no show tomorrow. TBD Thursday and Friday. We'll see what Maine baseball is doing out in the America East Tournament in Binghamton, which gets underway tomorrow. Also, remember that Ticket TV, free, live, and on demand at 929theticket.com. Our coverage also brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer, where reliable service meets expert care from routine maintenance to major repairs. Their team keeps your vehicle running right. You can experience the Quality Automotive difference at 13 Abbott Street in Brewer. Visit qualityautomotiveme.com. Leading off for the Coyotes here in the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the first baseman, Taylor Madden. First at-bat since the 3rd for Madden. She struck out in the 1st, popped out to 2nd in the 3rd. Verrill dealing all game long. She has got a dozen strikeouts. But behind here in the count, 1-0 to start off this bottom of the 6th. Fouled off towards the action over at the baseball field. You got some adults diving in front of kids, throwing bodies in the way to make sure that everyone's safe of that softball along the walkway. Thought I felt a couple of sprinkles hit my arm here as we lean out the booth. The field that was splashed in sun a moment ago now covered up by some, once again, ominous looking clouds. 1-1 in there for strike 2. After Madden, it'll be Fournier and Trim if anyone reaches Arabelle Milligan, who has walked twice. One and two, the pitch, and Madden watches it upstairs to even the count. I believe last half inning I misspoke in saying that Hermon's Brielle Fair, the only player not to be retired today at the dish. That is inaccurate until at least the next time Arabelle Milligan steps up, having walked her first 2 times. A swing and a miss there for Madden. Second time she whiffs tonight, and the 13th strikeout victim for Mikkel Verrill. She now has 50 punch-outs on the season in just over 18 innings of work. 1 out for Natalie Fournier. She walked in the 4th and came around to score, stealing 2nd and stealing 3rd. The throw went into left field. She got up and came home for the game's first run, or at least the Coyotes' first run. That was, in fact, the game's first run at that time. Hermon rallying for 2 in the top of the 5th, plating another in the top half of this inning for their 3-1 lead. Working without a scoreboard today on Ticket TV, so we apologize for that, but trying to keep you updated of the action and the situations. Right now, the count 1-1 here on Fournier. Across the way on the baseball diamond, the Coyotes batting in the bottom of the 5th inning. They got a couple of runners on base, 1st and 2nd, trailing 3-0. That game also available on Ticket TV. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark on the call at 929theticket.com. Fournier here has battled back to run the count full. Looking for a pitch to hit and swing and through it. Well, my mistake. Apparently that was the 3-1 pitch because Fournier still alive at the dish. Now the count is full. And Vero getting ready to deliver a payoff pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 down, bottom 6. Foul tipped, it sounded like, into the mitt. Maybe that was off from the baseball diamond. A clean whiff here, and 2 strikeouts to begin the 6th for Vero. Fournier down by way of the K for the second time today. Struck out looking in the first. 2 up, 2 down for Bree Trim, who has been a strikeout victim. She's gone down swinging in the second and the 4th inning. Wave and a miss there. The first pitch, 0-1. Vero working with a 2-run advantage now. 3-1 here, looking to take that lead to the 7th. Wave and a miss, and it's 0-2. Baseball game through 5 with the Coyotes and Hawks coming off the field, and Old Town out there to their fielding positions. Hermon leading that one 3-0 here in front, 3-1, and that is the lead they'll take to the 7th. Trim swings at a pitch up by the eyes, down for the 3rd time today, swinging. Vero with 15 strikeouts in the contest, and Hermon leads it 3-1 with the 7th coming up next on Ticket TV.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here in Old Town on Ticket TV, we have reached the final frame. Hawks coming to the bat, trying to add to their 3-1 lead here in the top of the 7th inning. For Hermon in the 7th, it'll be Kenzie Gallant, the second baseman, followed by Becca Balmas and Mikkel Verrill. So the meat of the order coming up here for Hermon in the 7th, 2, 3, and 4. Soroy out there on the mound. It was Arabelle Milligan who went the first 4 innings for the Coyotes. Soroy has been the pitcher ever since. She's been tagged with the 3 runs allowed. Milligan kept the Hawks off the board through the first 4. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Saliba's Rug Cleaners. They are family owned for over 70 years, specializing in rug cleaning and repair. You can visit 69 Hillside Avenue in Bangor or salibasrugcleaners.com. We're also brought to you by Bangor Floral. Make memories, send flowers from Bangor Floral, the in-town plaza at 332 Harlow Street in Bangor. Soroy stares down Gallant, delivers the first pitch, and it misses for ball 1. Gallant tonight 0 for 3. A pop out to short in the first inning, a ground out to second in the 3rd, and a pop out to the catcher in foul ground back in the 5th. Off-speed pitch there. Nice delivery by Soroy, through for a strike. Two and 1. Nice job following up the off-speed with the heater there to even the count at 2-2. Keeping Gallant off-speed, off-balance here to start off this at-bat to begin the 7th inning. Here's the 2-2. And it runs upstairs to run the count full. 3-2. The Hermon dugout trying to encourage a walk, but instead a swing and a miss and a strikeout by Soroy to get the 7th inning underway. One up, one down for Becca Balmas. Hermon shortstop is 0 for 3 today. She reached on an error in the 4th inning, but then was caught stealing at second base. Struck out swinging her last time up in the 5th. Two teams that don't allow many runs. Hermon entering play today, only allowing 1.8 on average. And with just the one allowed to the Coyotes, that number going down as Balmas fouls it back. For the Coyotes, they only allow 3 on average. That is right where Hermon is sitting. 3-1 our score. Away team in front here in the top of the 7th inning. One down and a count of 2-1 on the Hermon shortstop, Becca Balmas. Balmas has worked herself into a hitter's count now. She can narrow down that zone a little bit and look for a pitch to drive. 2 home runs, which is a share of the team lead, 11 RBI, which leads the team. And she slaps that 3-1 pitch to left field, but coming on to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Sapio with the reaction and the squeeze. Two down, it's up to Mikkel Verrill to extend this inning. Verrill 0 for 3 at the plate today. Fly out to right in the 2nd, pop out to short in the 4th, and a strikeout swinging in the 5th, but she has done her share of the work inside the circle. 15 strikeouts through 6 innings as the Hermon starter. Trying to improve her pitching record to 3-0. Down here in the count, 1-2. After that, wave and a miss. Coach Bieberstein wanting to talk things over, maybe just trying to interrupt the groove that Soroy has found here in the top of the 7th inning. Trying to keep this a 2-run deficit for her Coyotes, who will have one more chance to rally. One-two from Soroy. Off-speed pitch. She got Verrill out in front of it. Fooled on that one to end the top of the 7th. Coyotes with a little bit of momentum as they exit the field. But now it's rally time for the Old Town Bats, trailing 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th on Ticket TV.
Darlings in Bangor is hiring experienced Ford technicians. We've solved the 2 biggest challenges in the industry: warranty time and flat rate. At Darlings, you'll have guaranteed hours, retail time for warranty, and unlimited earning potential. We offer up to $40 an hour plus incentives, generous PTO, full benefits, and a climate-controlled shop. Apply today at darlings.com. You'll do better at Darlings.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Back here in Old Town, possibly for the penultimate time tonight. As I knock on some wood there. The Coyotes certainly hoping it is not their final time at the dish, trailing 3-1 in this matchup. 2 of the better teams in Class B. Hermon entering play at 7-8. Old Town at 6-2. Hermon clipped the Coyotes 3-2 back on their opening day. It was the first loss of the season for the Coyotes. This one, we have one less run through the first 6.5. For Old Town in this bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be Arabelle Milligan, it'll be Soroy here, batting in her spot. Getting her second at-bat since coming into the game. Actually, scratch that. This is her first at-bat, so the first time that the order has made its way back around to Haley Soroy since she took over for Arabelle Milligan, who pitched the first 4 innings for the Coyotes. Just one base runner in the last 2 innings for Old Town. Verrill with 15 strikeouts and counting as she begins this final frame. Soroy ahead in the count, 0-1. Fouls that one up and out of play. Verrill, the number 2 pitcher for the Hawks, at least in terms of innings pitch and game action work this year. She has looked like an ace today. 15 strikeouts, keeping this potent Coyote lineup at bay, which came in averaging 9 runs per contest. They had scored 27 in their last 2 games, both against Foxcroft Academy, wins of 10-0 and 17-5. Also scored 15 earlier this season against Presque Isle, 11 in a win against MDI. That pitch is through for a strike, and the count even at 2-2. Baseball game across the way in the 6th inning. Top of the 6th, Hermon at the dish and ahead 3-0. That one popped up behind first base, foul territory, and it falls in that little Bermuda Triangle. Keep wanting to call it Ellsworth across the way. We're going to see the Eagles coming up later in the week on Ticket TV. Soroy lays off that pitch and runs the count full at 3-2. A good at-bat by the Old Town pitcher to lead off this bottom of the 7th inning, trying to bring the tying run to the dish. Julia Reinzo on deck. Soroy trying to get on in front of her. Payoff pitch from Verrill. And it's outside for ball 4. That has been a good spot in the order for the Coyotes. 3 walks out of that number 5 hole today. 2 for Milligan, 1 here for Soroy. And the tying run will bat here. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. We got a pinch runner coming into the contest for Soroy over at first base. It's going to be Kylie Foss, number 30, running for the Coyote pitcher. Coach Milligan talking things over with Reinzo before she digs in. Balmus having a little chat with her pitcher in the circle. Once again, that's just the second base runner since the 4th inning for the Coyotes. 1 on, nobody out. Julia Reinzo digging in, representing the tying run, and the first pitch from Verrill is swung through for strike 1. Nothing in 1, showing bunt and catching a piece, but sending it straight back, and now Verrill ahead in the count, 0-2. Oh, and 2 upstairs. Tracy having to come out of a crouch that time to squeeze it. There's the 1-2. That's lined to right down the line. Fair ball. That gets by the right fielder. Rounding second and heading for third is Foss. Holding up at second is Reinzo. Throw back to third, and just diving back into the back safely is Foss. Just like that, tying runs now in scoring position. Kalia Carroll getting ready to dig in for the Coyotes. Actually, we got a pinch hitter here. Grace Madden into the ball game, and Carroll's spot swings through the first pitch for strike one. Carroll had been 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. Madden getting the at-bat here in a crucial situation, tying runs in scoring position, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th, and her team trailing it by 2, 3-1. Verrill's delivery pumped in for strike number 2. Verrill trying to battle back. 15 strikeouts in the game. But the Coyotes threatening to tie it here in the bottom of the 7th. A wave and a miss and a big first out for the Hawks. Strikeout number 16 in the contest for Mikkel Verrill. I'll bring up Elise Sapio, number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Coyotes. 1 for 2 with a single in the 5th. She struck out in the 7th, in the 3rd, excuse me. Swinging away here, popping it up behind third base, and it's squeezed there. Now 2 down in the inning very quickly, and Hermon an out away from pulling off the victory. So about as quickly as the Hawks allowed 2 into scoring position, Mikkel Verrill has an out away now from getting out of this jam and winning the ball game. It is up to the number 9 hitter for the Coyotes, Molly Albert, the center fielder. 0 for 2 today, a line out to second. She slaps that one to second, but making the catch is Gallant, and the ball game comes to an end. Couple of inches, maybe a foot higher, this game is tied, but instead, that yellow softball finds the mitt of Kenzie Gallant at second, and the Hermon Hawks win this one 3-1. We will take a timeout. Back here to wrap it up from Old Town. Hermon victorious on Ticket TV, 3-1 over the Coyotes.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Black Bear fans, Maine football season tickets are on sale now. Get your tickets at goblackbears.com/tickets or by calling the ticket office at 581-BEAR. That's 581-2327.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to refresh your
So,
home at the
as far
Furniture
as
Gallery.
graphics,
During our
we'll
Spring
shoot
into
broadcast
Savings
schedule
event,
and
brighten
credit.
every room you have with lamps, rugs, and wall art. The Furniture Gallery is getting ready for
then
warmer
just broadcast
days.
schedule.
Enjoy
What's his name?
15% off outdoor furniture and create the backyard retreat you've been dreaming about. Speaking of dreaming, need extra sleeping space for guests? Our sleeper sofas start at just $6.99. Shop local, save money, and love your home this spring. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, North Windham, and Topsom.
We are back here in Old Town for the final time tonight. The Hermon Hawks victorious over the Coyotes 3-1. Old Town made it very interesting there in the bottom of the 7th inning. They got runners to second and third with nobody out. But then after a couple of quick outs by the Hermon Hawks, it was slapped on a line to second base by Molly Albert, number 9 hitter in the Coyote lineup. Squeezed at second by Kenzie Gallant for the final out of the game. And Hermon victorious on the strength of an outstanding pitching performance by Mikkel Verrill. She is our player of the game in this contest. Verrill, complete game, 7 innings pitched, allowed just 3 hits. She walked 4, gave up 1 unearned run, which came home to score on a couple of errors for the Hermon Hawks defensively. 15 strikeouts for Verrill. She is our player of the game, presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. As far as the play of the game, we're having some issues with our replays today, so we weren't able to catch it, but I can describe it to you, give you the transcript of the action. It was top of the 6th inning. Hermon was trailing this ball game 1-0, and after an error by the third baseman at the time, Kalia Carroll, it allowed a couple of pinch runners to come around and score in the form of McCannell and Knights, 2 runners off the bench, scoring the first two runs of the game for the Hawks. It would prove to be enough. They would plate 1 more there in the 6th inning. Actually, another pinch hitter. It was Meter who got hit by a pitch. Tracy came back into the game to run for her. She came around to score the final run of the contest, and Hermon victorious 3-1. That play of the game presented by Dairy Queen in Bangor and on Stillwater Avenue right here in Old Town. Here's a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule on Ticket TV. On Thursday, we will have the John Baptist baseball squad over at Husson hosting the Eagles from Ellsworth, and then on Friday, Brewer softball hosts Edward Little in a Class A matchup from Coffin Field and Brewer. And on next Tuesday, we get the action underway. Again, Brewer softball under the lights at 7 o'clock hosting the Messalonskee Eagles. That will do it for our coverage of this one today from Old Town. For my producer, Jay Baines, and our outstanding camera operator, Quentin, I'm Mark Paulette saying so long. You've been watching Class B softball on Ticket TV. Once again, the Hermon Hawks victorious over the Coyotes by a score of 3-1 tonight in Old Town.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience. The market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, North Windham, and Topsom. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. The place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Praise Auto Sales. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com. Dairy Queen Bangor. Get a DQ treat today at Dairy Queen on Broadway in Bangor. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 57 years. Eastern Maine Community College. Start your future at emcc.edu. Bangor Savings Bank. Since 1852. At Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Visit bangor.com. Dairy Queen Old Town. At DQ, happy tastes good. Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by UMaine Finish Strong, Hidden Meadows, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, The Fitch Company, UMaine Athletics, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Union Street Towing, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Bangor Floral, Hannaford and Bucksport, Novus Glass, Hartford's Auto Service, Old Town Redemption Center, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place and Polish, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Lloyd's Family Market, Quality Automotive, North Star Waste and Recycling, Crystal Clear Family Pet Center, The Farmer's Table, Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market, Coach House Restaurant, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Goslin's Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Twin City Tire, Harvey RV and Marine, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High School Sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.